And here we are, back with another game on the MC Monday servers. So, this is a really tiny game, isn't it? 12 people. It's just sad to see that these servers don't get that many players anymore, especially during the EU peak time and stuff. Meh, it is what it is. Anyway, so I'm back with another game on this server. I just really enjoy this server at this point. I don't know why I went this route, because I don't typically go here. I guess it's because I'm doing a recording and it's like my subconscious or something, like I'm going where I usually go while recording, because this is actually not a good route on this server, because you want to maximize chests. Anyway, so a lot of people commented that they want to see videos on backplay and stuff like that, and well, not stuff like that, actual backplay. And I've been considering it, obviously. I have tried a few games on there in the past, and I mean, it is a great plugin, it really is, because it's so similar to MSG. It's almost the same thing, plugin-wise. The only problem I find personally, it's the fact that, like, during the hours I play, there's typically a huge Discord group. And I'm not going to put any names out there, but some moderators that are part of that group when I play, they tend to reveal my name or say something that makes it obvious that I'm there. Like, they say something that makes it so other people understand that I'm in the game. Now, the fact that that has happened, or rather happens, makes it really difficult for me to play on there, because either pretty much half the game, aka the Discord group, just stops going for me and wants like fair fights, 1v1 at the end and stuff like that. And I mean, oh, he has a diamond sword. Wow, I want that. But yeah, the fact that that happens makes it really difficult for me to get a normal game, really. So either I get completely ganged upon, or yeah, it's just not a normal game. And it wouldn't be a good video, honestly. It would be like some sort of like 1v1 tournament rather than a proper SG video. And I would have to like do lots of typing and stuff while trying to speak as well. It would just be really awkward. But I do understand, like I mean, at some point I'm gonna try to go for a recording on there. Like, I'll try every now and then and see what happens, but if my games turn out like that, I'll just stop for that time and maybe go for a recording here. And yeah, once I get a good game, I'll upload that, obviously. But if I keep getting games like that, I'll give up, go on here again, get a recording, and the one time I actually do get a good game on there, I'll upload that. So it will be a little bit of both, maybe, potentially. Like I said, I don't necessarily want to promise anything, because I don't know how far I want to take this yet. It's just, as of right now, I'm kind of enjoying playing this again, but I don't know how long that's gonna last, and obviously I don't want to do stuff that I don't enjoy doing, and I'm sorry that that might mean that I'm not gonna upload and stuff like that, but I really don't know yet. It's like other things in life that decide what I'm gonna be able to do as well, you know. I'm old, like I'm not a teenager or anything like that. I'm 26, I'm getting close to 30. Like, I don't necessarily have time for this type of stuff at all times, so, and how far I can take it, I honestly don't know. It's something I might do every now and then for fun, and obviously to like reach out to the people who still actually follow me, because I'm surprised you still do. The people who watch me, like, I'm surprised you still follow me at this point. Honestly, it's been like 4 years since I was somewhat active, because let's be real, I was never proper active like most people were, like 1 video a day, all that stuff. No, I never kept like consistent like that. I never did. So I'm just being honest about that, because I was pretty crappy when it came to doing YouTube, honestly. But yeah, I want to do this as a fun thing. Like, I don't want to take this game seriously anymore. I can't put myself through that, because like when you, what should I say, back in the days when I was #1 on MCSG and stuff like that, people have certain expectations out of you. Like, when I do a recording, that's not like when I'm trying to like be as efficient as possible. Obviously, like getting out a lot of wins and end up at #1, you gotta have a certain strategy or a way to gain wins faster than most people, and obviously time. Like, if you have the time to do it, but like time isn't everything, because you also have to stack up wins at a certain pace faster than other people can. So it's a combination of both, like very much time on your hands, but also, yeah, I'm gonna make boots. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it's a combination of having a lot of time, but also having the ability to rack up wins. So what I'm getting to is the fact that obviously, like, I had a way to get wins. I did. I mean, what I've always been telling everyone, like, I'm not necessarily, you know, the most technically skilled person out there. No, I'm definitely, I don't think I am. Or, I know for a fact that I'm not at this point, because people have gotten really good at the game. Back in the days of, like, 2013 and stuff, people play this game very casually, and there was only, like, a few other people beside me who actually played. Should I even consider it competitively? But yeah, it wasn't that, like, not to sound like that, but I could, like, say, oh, I'm gonna play for 8 hours today, and I know I'm gonna get about 40 wins. Like, I could actually predict a rough number of how many wins I would get in that time span, because it wasn't, you know, that much of, like, that try-hard competition back then, because, yeah, obviously, like, I tried to maintain my rank and all that stuff, but so obviously I tried hard to do that, so you could say that I tried hard by that definition. Anyway, my point being that it wasn't as competitive back then. Like, if people, most people who play this today were to play back in the days that I was #1 and all that stuff, they would have been able to do the same thing. Honestly, people are really good at this game now. So, like, people like me who actually, just because I was one of the first people who maybe played this way among a few others, it doesn't mean that I'm still, like, obviously I'm not at my prime right now, I'm not even close, but at the same time, other people are really good at the game now. Really good. So I don't necessarily stand out at all. It's just, you have these ways that you play the game that might give you a slight edge over the others. Not in pure technical skill, but rather you might end up being more patient than someone else, and that leads to you winning, because you have the patience to restart a fight. You make someone chase you, and that gives you the upper hand, because you choose when to turn, when to take the fight, stuff like that. Like, I can do that whenever I want, you know. Like, I have worse armor, he has a worse sword, so we're about equal damage output wise, I think, or the amount of hits we can take with what we currently have. But yeah, my point being, like, this guy would probably just straight up go for me, but I don't have the FNS, which I completely forgot about. But yeah, like, it's so many more factors. Like, okay, he's completely destroying me standing still. So I'm just gonna resort to the bow, obviously. My power bow, which does a lot of damage. Okay, he was actually not that. I thought he was on way more health than he was. Wow. Yeah, it's that, like, one power bow shot combined with one crit from the sharp diamond sword. It does so much damage if you're not enchanted. It's actually ridiculous how much it does. But yeah, I wouldn't even consider me to be, like, top tier nowadays, like, technically at all. But I have my ways to still win games. It's just like how you play rather than... It's really what it comes down to these days. How you play rather than, oh, this guy's better than you. Because it's not always about being the most technically skilled, because you also have to be mentally skilled, I think. Like, you have to know what to do in a certain scenario. Like, you can get away really far with just... Yeah, you can get away with a lot if you just do the right moves in the right time, I'd say. But yeah, I don't even know what I was going on about in the beginning, honestly. But yeah. Yeah, so people expected a lot of me. They always did. And I mean, the thing is, like, that stress level that you get put through when people expect a lot of you all the time. Like, obviously, like, if I have a lot of people spectating me, knowing that I'm there, I'm gonna perform worse just for the simple fact that that stress level, it's difficult to handle. You start shaking and all that stuff. Like, I'm human too. Like, I'm not some stupid human just because I happen to be playing the game at the right time, as I call it. Like, that's the way I see it. I played the game the way most people play it today, but back then when no one took this game seriously, which means I could just do whatever I wanted with it. I could get number 1. It wasn't even, like, most people today would agree that if they were put in my spot, they would be able to do the same, honestly. They really would. I mean, look here, like, on MC Mondays, look at the leaderboards, for example. In 1 month, like, they're monthly over here, it took someone, Civic, or Sack, as he's actually called, a really good player, by the way, really good. But I mean, people these days rack up over 500 wins, over 600 wins even, in 1 month. People didn't do that back then. Like, the top player on MCSG, when I started back half a year after the server started, had about 700 wins. And by the time I caught up, it was at like 900 or something. Like, people really didn't, like, play this game in that hardcore manner. They really didn't. I'm just gonna take this fight to a better area. Maybe corn is the best place for this fight. Yeah, I think it is, honestly. Gotta get that first hit, run back so I can bow in once, and then soft combo, yeah. Can end the kill him. Oh, that was actually the last guy, I didn't even realize. You see, that's another thing for me, like, I cannot focus on the game as I talk. Like, that's always been a thing for me, like, either I talk really slow, because I focus on the game, or I talk a lot, and my focus on the game drops. So it's always that choice you have to make. But either way, it's just a short explanation of, like, why I don't necessarily want to ever be competitive again. I just play for fun, try to upload. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll try backplay at some point, definitely. So don't worry, I will. But I just don't know how much patience I have with it, that's all. But yeah,